obviously we know that philanthropy is hugely important to Mark Benioff, hugely important to Salesforce, and you're the person who's in charge of making it all happen. So tell us about all of the charitable giving efforts that are underway here. I gave books to the book drive.
Thank you.
But there's other stuff happening too.
Yeah, thank you, Emily. It's great to be here. It's been a fantastic week at Dreamforce. Our values really are innovation, fun, and giving back. Giving back has been incredibly important to the culture of our company, to Dreamforce. We've raised 1 million books. We've raised $10 million for the Children's Hospital. I just ran into a group of girls from Black Girls Code who are here banging out on apps in the developer zone. We have 500 kids here this week. It's just been a fantastic week. We have also 700 veterans that have been here for career mentoring. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's our environmental day. Mm-hmm. And so every day has got a theme here at Dreamforce that is aligned to our charitable mission.
Now, Salesforce has championed the 1-1-1 model, whereby companies give 1% of their time, resources, equity to charity.
That's right. Yep.
And you've been trying to get other companies to do this, other technology companies. Some have, but the majority still are not doing that. What are you doing to try to convince them?
Well, I'd just like to note that we've had some really big wins this year. Exactly was a Pledge 1% company. Twilio just announced this week that they've gotten 1% of their equity and they've moved it aside and they're taking up Twilio.org. So there's been some great wins. We've had 400 companies that have taken the pledge this year. I think really it depends on the CEO. Do they want to build a great company and attract great talent or not?
I asked Mark why he thinks companies aren't doing it more, and he says he thinks they're afraid.
I think they also don't know what to do. Part of the Pledge 1% initiative is to take the myth out of the fact that it's hard to do philanthropy. It's really not hard. You can take one strategic project and go deep, and that's a really great way to get started. So
what is your argument to, for example, an Uber who this week is giving $1 of every Uber ride to San Francisco schools, which I think is fantastic, but it stops at the end of the week. How do you convince Travis Kalanick, you need to do 1-1-1, you need to do more?
Well, what's really powerful is when you make it structural. So at some point, Uber will have a big IPO. If they take 1% of their equity and they put in their foundation, just like Yelp and Workday did, they'll generate hundreds of millions of dollars on that first day. Also, they can put it into their new hire orientation so that every employee, every driver that starts with Uber knows that it's a really important part of their mission.